This NFL Films production is a presentation of the National Football League.
This afternoon, the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers wrap up a wild card weekend. Packers come in at 10-6, and what a season it has been. Culpepper three-step drop, lofts the right side of the end zone, and it is caught by Moss between defenders.
I can't believe they're not going to call a push-off on Randy Moss.
Packers powerless to stop the clock, letting it tick away. Unfortunately, not even a miracle can save the green and gold tonight.
The 2004 Packers never looked for miracles. For inspiration and strength, they looked within. Champions they were because they believed in themselves and each other.
How can we lose with these men in here? Put your heart and soul on the line. We are giving our best effort every single play and it's starting right now.
They trusted in their coach, their abilities, and the tradition of a franchise that epitomizes the rugged resolve of the warrior athlete. Whether celebrated All-Pro or anonymous lineman, the 2004 Packers never stopped working, clawing, competing.
It's Green sweeping left. Off to the races. Will anybody catch him? I don't think so. He's gone all the way.
What a play.
My goodness, Daniel Driver. Darren Sharper fumbled the football, picked up by Hawthorne. Down the right sideline to the 10 to the 5 to the end zone for the touchdown. Tipped by Harris. Incomplete. Al Harris. Brett takes back to throw. Got a man out there in the end zone. Hey, gorgeous fingertip catch. Javon Walker. A sensational play.
What we doing? Don't try this at home.
Breaks a tackle. Off to the races. Down the sideline to the end zone for the dagger. High step touchdown. Touchdown. My goodness. And the Packers have won their third consecutive division championship.
The 2004 Green Bay Packers won the NFC North for a third consecutive season, thanks to playmakers, passion, and an abiding belief within. The Packers opened the season in Carolina by running all over the defending NFC champs.
Handoff Green going right. Cuts it back inside the 5. Amon Green. Touchdown! Handoff to Green. Right side end zone. Touchdown!
Power football was followed in the home opener by a powerful plea.
It's time to play.
Who was the
We're on our field.
player of the game
It's
based
time
on
to
his
wait.
performance during the Washington
From the first play to the last. Leave the field.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. Tell me that you love. Show me that you love. Go, 1, 2, 3.
On the verge of a go-ahead score, the Packers instead suffered a setback.
Hit in the backfield. Fumbles the football. Hit by Urlacher and scooped up on the play by Mike Brown. Brown with a convoy down the left side of the 40. Nobody will catch him. Mike Green going 97 yards. Touchdown.
The loss was shocking, but the offense was undaunted.
Every time we get the ball, we got to score. You get us some turnovers, we'll turn them into points, we'll win this game. Let's go. Back on 3. Back on 3. 1, 2, 3.
In a virtuoso display, the offense nearly did score every time they had the ball.
Up throws to the left sidelines. Got his man Walker. Walker ahead of the field. Nobody will catch him. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 79 yards. Takes the snap, back pedals, rushes on. Lofts the right side. Leaping grab. Donald Driver. High step. Touchdown. Touchdown.
What a play.
Goodness. Donald Driver.
But en route to a game-tying touchdown, disaster struck again.
Right side got Walker. In the far knocked away. Puts a fumble. That was the biggest play of the game.
A 1-2 start was bad enough, but a week later, Brett Favre suffered a concussion. Forced to the bench for 2 plays, Favre disregarded medical advice and re-entered the game on 4th down. Not for personal glory, but because his team needed him.
Favre takes, back pedals, looks, he lofts, right side, Walker, leaping grab inside the 5. Touchdown, Javon Walker.
I think the legend just grew.
Brett Favre, after spending 2 plays on the bench, steps back on 4th down and fires a 27-yard touchdown pass.
Unfortunately, Favre could not return to the game. Green Bay dropped to 1-3. The bottom came 8 days later. The Packers were demolished in prime time. Everything seemed to be going against Green Bay, even history. Only 8 teams had ever started a season 1-4 and gone on to make the playoffs. Mike Sherman knew his team was better than its record. He also knew they needed to regain their confidence. So he asked them to look within.
The only thing we worry about is who? Worry about us?
Against the Lions in Week 6, the Packers dug down and took their coach's words to heart.
Let's do what we do. Let's dig it to the high. Hey, we can make something big happen today, baby. What is this?
Mike Sherman didn't just give a pep talk. He also took over play calling for the offense. The result was an explosion of points.
Return at the 10 to the 5 in the end zone. Touchdown! Pitch goes to Green, sweeping left, looks to throw. Halfback option, throws to the end zone for Driver. Leaping grab. Great catch. Yes. Great footwork. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brett dumps it off right side. Fisher gets the angle, makes the turn. First down and more to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
The defense did its part, holding the Lions to only 5 first downs. Darren Sharper even joined in on the scoring frenzy.
15 to the 10 with a convoy of blocking to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
Back at home against the Cowboys, Green Bay's confidence was back. You could see it in their eyes.
Let's kick that. Pack on 3. Pack on 3. 1, 2, 3.
With the confidence came another deluge of points, including Amon Green's second career run of 90 yards.
15, 20, 25, 30, off to the races. Will anybody catch him? I don't think so. To the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. He's gone all the way. Touchdown, Green Bay, 90 yards.
Good job, Marco.
Pro Bowl guard Marco Rivera didn't just open running lanes. He anchored a line which allowed a franchise-low 14 sacks all season.
Takes, gives to Fisher, throws the option pass, end zone, right side, over the shoulder catch, touchdown Green Bay, razzle, dazzle, dagger into the heart of the Dallas Cowboys.
41 points was proof that the Packers' offense was formidable. A week later, they proved just how tough they were. The Pack became the first team to post more than 300 yards of offense against the Redskins, while Amon Green kept running toward a Pro Bowl berth with 2 more scores.
Green blast through to the end zone. High steps for the touchdown. Icing on the cake for the Green Bay Packers.
All we got to do is make it. That's nice. They can't hold us. They can't hold us.
True enough, Donald Driver and Javon Walker were just about unstoppable.
He's back to throw. Quick throw over the middle, and he's got Donald Driver.
They combined for 21 touchdowns and more than 2,500 receiving yards. Tops in Packer history.
Nick Harper couldn't handle Javon Walker.
Making the catch, Walker, touchdown.
They made tough catches look easy, were fearless in traffic, and did just about anything to find the end zone. Include Robert Ferguson. And it's no wonder Green Bay racked up more passing yards in 2004 than any season in the Packers' 84-year history.
Caught at the 1-yard line and tumbling into the end zone is Donald Driver.
I mean, that was big-time stuff right there.
And why Walker earned his first trip to the Pro Bowl.
Walker wide open, touchdown, backpedaling.
That was all pro stuff from Javon Walker.
By week 10, the Packers were back to 500, but they wanted more. And in their way were the first-place Vikings.
Ain't much needs to be said. Minnesota at home, they whipped us here last year. It's for first place in the division. What else can you ask for? Let's play our game. Let's go. Score on 3. 1, 2, 3. Score!
Look out for Javon Walker, 783 receiving yards, number 1 in the NFL. He also has 7 touchdowns.
This offense is starting to really function, though, at a high level.
Backpedals in the pocket, winds up, delivers down the right side, going for Walker, leaping wide at the 10, coming up to the 5, to the end zone for the touchdown. Javon Walker, a sensational play. He took it away from the cornerback. Fisher, the lone setback, play action, fired back to throw, lofts left side of the end zone. Touchdown!
The offense was magnificent. All-Pro fullback William Henderson corralled Brett Favre's 4th touchdown pass of the day.
Opening 2 minutes, 4th quarter. Brett Favre's 18th career 4-touchdown pass game. We are being bitten by football immortality.
En route to a season record for total net yards, Green Bay's offense made the plays when it had to.
Going for Fisher, leaping right, inside the 30. Great catch by Fisher.
Still, the game was tied with 4 seconds to play when yet another Packer stepped up.
Hey, this ball game right here. Ball game.
For the win, Ryan Longwell. 33-yard field goal attempt. Here it is, placement made, kick to the upright, and it's good! Yes! The dagger right there! The dagger delivered by Ryan Longwell, and the Packers win 34-31.
The team, which had been left for dead a month before, was now atop the NFC North.
But you guys did what I asked you to do, and that's find that spot right in here, that little extra, and you gave that extra, and that is the way we finish a football game. Great job!
The next week in Houston, a tie game with 2 minutes to play became another test of resolve, and yet another chance for a legend to demonstrate the power of belief within.
Well, see if the crafty vet knows what he's doing.
Brett Favre is trying to lead his team from a game in which they have trailed or been tied in the fourth quarter for the 32nd time in his illustrious career.
This is where Brett Favre is at his best. I mean, when he can kind of no huddle and free-for-all, boy, he is as good as anybody.
And the Packers now 1st and 10. 43-yard line, Texans territory. Favre on 1st and 10 retreats. Quick toss right side, hits Chapman again. Inside the 45.
This is fingernail biting time. Absolutely.
17 seconds to go. One timeout left for the Packers. Out of the shotgun. Snap to Favre. Rolling right. Goes the right side. He's got a man driver out of bounds.
We're cooking now. Mr. Cool customer Brett Favre directing his team into field goal range.
Favre had been masterful, but football is a team game, and victory requires every man, right down to the holder.
4 seconds to go in the game. Here's the snap. Placement made. Kick end over end to the upright. Does he have enough? It is good. It is good. It is good. Ryan Longwell had just enough.
The Packers overcame a 10-point fourth-quarter deficit on the road for the first time in 14 years.
We are one step closer to special, and we keep working towards that. Nice job. I can't say enough about how you guys hung in there. Would have been very easy to shut that thing down. You never did. You kept fighting, and you hung together on the sidelines, on the field. Halftime wasn't quite as nice in here, but you took it out on the field. We did what we had to do. I think we all know where this ball goes. Right along. Hey, let him say something. Here we go. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. History tonight at historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay as quarterback Brett Favre starts his 200th consecutive game behind center, overcoming personal tragedy and injury through the past year to lead Green Bay back into playoff contention. And over! Favre retreats, looks to throw, guns the right side. He's got Walker to the end zone. Touchdown!
Brett Favre's ability to throw bullets even in the cold weather.
While Favre was making history, the defense was making the Rams' high-octane offense look bad.
Toss right side, got Isaac Bruce, who fumbles the football. It is scooped up by the Packers. Lamar Carroll down the left sideline to the end zone for the touchdown.
Favre isn't getting older. He's getting better. In 2004, he set a league record with his 8th 30-touchdown pass season.
Throws the right side of the end zone, leaping right, driver, touchdown!
While throwing for 4,000 yards for a fourth time.
That's unbelievable, dog. Gotta be close. That's unbelievable, dog. 200? And you old, man.
Get too old for those. Hey, it ain't never over, you know. Hey, you start in this league for 200 straight games, you get something special. And they don't make it much tougher than this guy.
After a disappointing loss at Philadelphia, the Packers returned home in Week 14. Trailing 13-0, the defense pitched a second-half shutout.
Who's gonna make a play? I am, that's who.
Hey, Brett. How about pass 9-6 power, keep pass left, fullback slide. That's good. Feel good about that? Okay. Let's get some going.
It was a game that underscored both the Packers' playmakers and passion.
Over the middle, caught by Favre. Touchdown! A sensational run! A sensational catch between defenders!
Nice job. Great catch. Great catch. Great job.
Still, the game came down to one last kick.
From Robb Davis, placement made, kick to the upright. It is good, and there is the dagger.
Come in here at halftime and do what you had to do to get things right, and go out there in the second half and win it 16-0 in the second half. Can't say enough about that. You got to win games like this to be able to win a championship. That's a great job by you guys all the way across the board, coaches as well, getting us on that field, win the second half. Congratulations. Huge division win. Huge division win.
By week 16, the Packers' goal of a third straight division crown was but a win away.
That's what you were looking for at the beginning of the season. That's what you worked for in the offseason. Let's go get this championship. I mean it, baby. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win!
All NFL teams have the talent to win, but the will to win is what makes a champion. Green Bay's desire was as profound as it was apparent.
Favre pulls back from center, looking downfield, throws the middle, touchdown! A Christmas Eve thriller.
High stakes thriller.
The Packers need to get a first down here or give up the football to the Vikings with good field position. Favre takes, fakes the handoff, steps up, looks, throws the right side, intercepted, tipped and intercepted. Chris Claiborne at the 10, cutting right. He's to the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown.
8:18 to go in the game. Now Minnesota 31, Green Bay 24.
In football, character counts. Trailing by a touchdown with a title on the line, it counts just a little more. The Packers responded with a drive, breathtaking in its determination.
What a laser from the right arm of football immortality.
The players were leaving it all on the field. So too the head coach, who made a gutsy decision to go for it on fourth down.
Biggest play of the season. Vikings lead 31-24, 3:38 to go in the title game.
Division title may be on the line on this play. Brett back to throw. Looking around, jumps it over the middle. Driver, touchdown! Yes! And he spikes the football over the crossbar of the goalpost.
Brett Favre, a man who personifies football immortality, has a minute and a half and 2 timeouts beginning at the 13. We're tied at 31.
How much more can you ask of Brett Favre and Donald Driver and Javon Walker? Favre under center, backpedals, looking around, sets up a screen. Fisher, left side, accelerates 30, 35, 40, got a first down, got out of bounds.
The division championship is on the line.
Vikings coming on a blitz, long count, Favre, back to throw, hit if he pops the right side. He's got Walker, stiff arms his way past Shaw. To the 20, to the 15, Walker, takeoff's out of bounds, inside the 10, at the 7-yard line of Minnesota, to the doorstep of championship.
That's how you beat a blitz. You allow one of the blitzers, Brian Russell, just to come clean, and you've got a gutsy quarterback that stands in there, takes a hit, and fires a perfect strike.
That's what we're talking about, making plays. That's what we're talking about, making plays. Prime time players make plays in prime time.
Tell them, don't try this at home.
Never try it at home, baby.
This is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do.
It has come down to this long season. One last field goal try to secure a division championship. Robb Davis with the snap. Here it is. Placement made. Kick booms to the uprights. And it is good! An NFC North Division championship dagger right through the Minnesota Vikings at the Metrodome. And the Packers have won their 3rd consecutive division championship.
I got 2 words for you. Division champs. underestimate character of a football team. To be in the situations that you were in tonight, and to fight back, and to hang in, and to believe in each other. That's what it's going to take. Don't never underestimate character of a football team. And this team has it, okay? This team has it.
Character. It's not given, but built. Like tradition, it's a reservoir of strength to draw on. Green Bay knows the power of character and tradition. 2 days after clinching the division title, the Packers lost one of their champions, Reggie White. So in the regular season finale, the Packers honored Reggie in the most appropriate way, with a defensive tour de force.
And back to throw, Hutchinson under pressure, hit by KGB, and sacked.
En route to their 10th win and a 6-2 road mark, the Packers tied a club record with 9 sacks. Make no mistake, the Packers are dedicated to bringing a title back to Titletown. The new general manager and director of football operations, Ted Thompson, has the savvy to take the Packers to the next level. A roster studded with Pro Bowlers, playmakers, and leaders is a strong foundation. But more important than the tangible talent is the understanding that a team together can be transcendent. That resolve is not an element but a prerequisite of a championship. Whether an all-time great or one whose greatness is still at hand, the Packers have the men to soar to championship heights. Powered by a belief within.
This has been a production of NFL Network.